Morning. Good morning. My name is CJ. This is the news. So, oh man, I'll tell you what. What a day. How's your guys' day going out there? Sure it's lovely. Let's go ahead and check the morning messages, see if anything came in relevant to anything. And looking like my messages are pretty clear, so that's good to go. I do enjoy a quiet morning, but it was a busy day yesterday. It's going to be a busy afternoon for me coming up here. I got a few more phone calls to make, but things are starting to at least feel a little bit like they're going in the right direction for me, so that's a good sign. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to count my chickens yet. Still want to make sure that a few things go through the proper chains and channels, so that way, like I said, I can finally put an end to this bullshit. So yeah, I don't know. But either way, sorry, getting a little distracted here. So, let's see here. If anybody'd like to join today, you got to find me on Google Hangouts, cjabernathy@gmail.com. You can find me on Google Hangouts, and you can join the broadcast if you'd like. Obviously, it's a choice, so choice is always yours. But what a day! Some of the things you see in a day just blows my mind. So, but I'll tell you guys what. I don't really, in all honesty, I think I'm in some uncharted territory in certain avenues when it comes to how I've been pursuing my own case. I like to tell people that you are your child's own best advocate. That these fraud advocacy groups, you don't really need them. That they're only teaching you information that they basically are self-taught, Facebook lawyers. So just understand that 95% of what they're going to teach you, if not 99% of what they're going to teach you, is found on Google. The other 1% is their assumption. When I first came into this so-called movement, I didn't view myself as a leader. I still to this day don't view myself as the leader of any movement. Because again, I don't think that a lot of people that have been hurt by this so-called court system, I call it unconstitutional courts of equity, I don't think that there's really much leading that can be done from people that have been broken by it. And so, but I think that if there was leaders in this movement, they would be the people that are explaining who's attacking the movement as far as the innocence of the movement, so to speak. Again, and I hate the word movement because it's more like a bowel movement against these courts. And that's where, again, in that the attorneys and the lawyers, they make their money because they're monopolized to do so. But in the void, in the meantime, between time, what you'll have fraud groups that are essentially trying to fit their narrative, and they're targeting high-profile cases, or as it was said on Dick Liberty yesterday, are they chase casers? Are they case chasers? I say that 5 times fast. Chase chaser. Case chaser. Yeah, good luck with that one. Case chaser. Are they case chasers? And that's kind of what the allegation is. The preponderance of the evidence is the allegation made. So then you have to go, okay, so the allegation's been made that they are case chasing. And that's, like I said, just trying to think about saying that more than one time is fun. Good morning, Buckstop Studio. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Funny story. I didn't know that you were mandatory required to join the circus day in day out every day, and they get to dictate when your page is up or down, or it's just a ridiculous. I mean, again, their delusion is crazy. But so, anyways, back to what I'm saying. So the allegation is the preponderance of evidence. It's just the mere spoken word. That to get to the clear and convincing, you have to look at their behavior around the allegation. So I know I'm not a fraud. You are. I know you are. But what am I? Type of tactic. I know that they'll do the whole dodging logical questions, and it's not until you realize that their actions are the beyond a reasonable doubt at that point. So if there was a court of public opinion, then the actions that they take are what we're looking at when it comes to, are they a fraud organization or not. Now, one of the major questions that any parent needs to ask themselves before they involve anybody, to include myself, anybody, before they get anybody involved, is what credentials does the person that I am giving all of this information to have? And it's not against the law to ask anybody what credentials they have. Believe it or not, it's actually standard business operating procedure for people to list their accreditations. In fact, when you have attorneys or even economists, whatever the field may be, where you're accredited, you have a degree in it, you are licensed in it. Most of the people that are in those fields, when they do videos about their profession, have their plaques, their degrees, their certs, their licenses right behind them, so they can show you step by step how they became accredited to do the work they're doing. And this group does not address that concern. What do you want? I really want I love you. Well, go put some shorts on. You have sweatpants if you're really cold. Well, then get a blanket. She's having an interesting day this morning. But, so, where was I? Oh yeah, accreditations. So, it's not against the law to ask any organization, nonprofit, or any of that line of work for what their credentials are. And so when somebody is dodging a credentials question, it's like if I came in and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start a plumbing business, and I've never been formally trained to be a plumber, but I'm going to go do plumbing work, and I go into a house and I jack up their plumbing because I'm not trained to do it. I'm not certified. I have no LLC. I'm not corporate or incorporated. I have no credentials to be doing that job. It's not, and again, it's not like I'm doing my own home. I'm talking about going out into the world and doing that job. There's a license required to do that work. Basically, what I'm trying to get at, folks, is under the Commerce Clause, in order to actually work with people, and in a line of anything, really. I mean, again, I'm not talking about picking your weeds. I'm talking about true, like, home development. We're talking about lawyers and attorneys. Whether or not you like them or hate them, they still have to go to law school and get their law degrees and get their bar exam passed. And they have their own hoops and processes. So to say that all it takes to work with abused children is to start up a non-profit and somehow you have carte blanche immunity to do whatever you want is a fallacy argument. It's not. You're not actually credentialed. You're like the unlicensed roofer going onto somebody's home and doing work. You're the unlicensed electrician. You could start a house fire. You don't even know it. And so that's why the state, no matter how much we can say the state is evil, That's why the state says they want people licensed. That's why you need a Class A license to drive a semi and a Class C license to drive an automobile. That's why you need a, everybody can conceal carry, or everybody can open carry, excuse me. Everybody can open carry a pistol, but not everybody can conceal carry a pistol. There's a process for it. You have to apply for it. You have to be in good standing in the law for it. And so again, the point I'm trying to get at is it's not against the law to ask for credentials. CJ Abernathy, I thought you might want to see this. This episode on this episode of Who's Attacking CJ Now. Let's see here. The characters, we've got Billy, Lena, Bren, our good fraud from New York. Let's see here. They are full of devils, not anointed, not Christians. Coming from the fraud that said she's Jesus. Or like Jesus. You would applaud me if you would see it like... So in her own comments, God is talking to her. Okay, so that fraud from New York is Deborah the judge, God told me. Capital letters, God told me. Okay. But now she's the devil. So there's a turn on the dime. There's another one. They're screwing themselves up. Actually, I'm just sitting here enjoying coffee, looking at your stupidity. So how is that screwing things up? They make themselves look stupid just by being them. Francesca Amato Banfield, I'm going to say your name. Because again, you don't see your own hypocrisy. Alright? You really don't. Honestly. I mean, I'm looking at these screenshots. And again, it's where do you go from there? And of course, you're tagging people that echo chamber your view. You're not taking an opposing view. This is why, again, and like I said, it's not that I fear anybody. I don't fear this fraud organization. So you attack people and you call yourself like Jesus. I mean, it's absolutely... What would Jesus do? Jesus would be rolling in his tomb right now, just at the notion of you comparing yourself to Jesus. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely asinine. I can't believe that I even am going to make mention of it again, because again, it's just, this is who the fraud is. And it's just stupid. Yeah, and again, just attacking. It's just funny. We're not in a place to determine who is the servant of God. It's coming from a lady named Sarah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. And again, you say you've blocked them all. So who fears who? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I mean, holy hearings saying God is bringing you money by stealing people's belongings. Again, holy herrings. So, in one breath, you say holy herring says God is bringing you money by stealing people's belongings. What is a holy herring? Let's just see how you're defining that word. Holy herring. Holy herring profiles. Like a red herring. Totally. A herring like a fish. I think you spelt it wrong. I'm gonna assume it's a red herring. That's a fish as well. Something, especially a clue that is intended to be misleading or distracting. So you're holy clues intended to be misleading or distracting. Kind of like saying you're Jesus, like you're starting up a ministry. You know, like you don't see your own hypocrisy. You really don't. It gets to the point where it's so goddamn frustrating to sit there and know that you're just a walking, talking hypocrisy of just garbage. While you're doing exactly what you say you're not doing. It's just ridiculous. You go on to say, I'm sitting on Papa's lap right now, and he's telling me two different things about people. Oh my God, son, how many times did he hit his head? Talks out both sides of his mouth and as clear as provost. Let's hurt people in the name of the Lord. Laugh out loud, she says. Let's hurt people in the name of the Lord is absolutely gotta be one of the dumbest things you could type on the internet. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. Well, let's talk about bearing false witnesses, you dumb cunt. Let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about the fact that you said I killed people. How about that for bearing false witness? You are a walking, talking hypocrisy of a human being. Good Lord, this circus show is just stupid as fuck. You will want to see the beginning. Real advocates don't attack other advocates. That's the first rule. So, not only do you belong to a secret group that targets and attacks specific people that speak out against your fraud. Again, it's called whistleblowing. It's not trolling when you're actually exposing crimes that people are committing in non-profit organizations, or as I call them, fraud profits. In the same screenshot, we're revved up. We attack advocates for the children. Yeah, makes sense. You're not advocates for the children. You're not credentialed to do what you're doing. It's absolutely sick to see the names like Christine. It's sick to see her name getting lumped in with this fraud. Somebody that actually busts her ass and actually does something that's, at least decent. But again, joining in no differently. It's sad to see. So again, hypocrites.
The most sleepy one was the sleepy princess.
The sleepy princess.
Peppa, are you sleepy?
This next segment brought to you by children. You want the pink stand? Okay. I don't have a stand for my phone now. I guess I'm just to hold it like that.
I'm playing Play-Doh.
We don't have any Play-Doh right now.
In a closet.
Yeah, there's no Play-Doh in there, I promise. Oh, watch. Last time I said that, there was Play-Doh in there. Oh, shoot. Oh. You guys want to see a picture of Aubrey and Haley? That's a little hard to see. Yeah, they were having fun at Meme and Pepe's, and they got that canvas framed. Alright. right, Aubrey, I checked. There's no Play-Doh up here. At least I did that for you. You want to see? See, seeing is believing, huh? See? No Play-Doh. You want the evidence?
Yeah.
Alright. See? Nothing.
We need to get them out of the drawers in a while.
Yeah, probably. Oh. Oh, let's see here.
Lucky Pig is working on her.
Morning.
Peppa?
I agree.
I beg your pardon.
I will send these over to Buckstop Studio so you can have your fun with them as well.
I'm Mummy Pig.
Look at this POS
Hello, Mummy
Indiana Grandma.
Hello.
Going after Indiana Grandma now.
This is Daddy Pig.
With no life. Coming from a lady that again has no life.
You too, Daddy Pig.
Clear view of the screenshots from the above post. Someone sent me a...
Hello.
Certainly can't blackmail anyone. Oh, wonderful. Alright.
Goodbye.
Oy vey. Okay. I'm gonna need a smoke for this one.
What the heck?
What do you want? My Play-Doh game is off today. You want a graham cracker? No? I bet you want a fruit snack, don't you? No. You want an apple? What do you want? You want this? What do you want? You want one of these? Sorry guys, Aubrey takes precedence. You want one of these? What do you want? You want a piece of bread? Well, you can have a piece of bread. What do Cowboys do? They lose the playoffs. There's my one NFL joke I'll give you guys. Yeah, I definitely haven't watched any preseason this year. I don't really have any intentions of watching football again. And it really has nothing to do with the players kneeling or standing. I could really care less. Like, you guys want to kneel, you go kneel. I don't care personally. That's not why I'm not watching the So, I don't want you guys to lump me in with all these white nationalists not watching the NFL because they're not standing for my magic sky cloth that doesn't even have any, like, we're not a constitutional country, folks, so stop worshiping a magic sky cloth that doesn't actually uphold your rights. At least that's how I feel. You good? Do you want some juice before I go? Just out on the step. You want some juice? You want orange juice or strawberry juice? Huh? You want strawberry? You want orange juice? You want this juice or this juice? You want orange juice? She wants orange juice and bread. Well, guess what? That's what you're gonna get. Aubrey, who runs this house? Wait, watch this. Aubrey, who's the boss?
Dada.
Oh, right. That's what I thought. Anyways. I got the window cracked here. I can still hear her. Yeah, like I said. This morning was pretty interesting with Aubrey. Oh, I still got to do the jumping of the Jimmy. Okay, so back to this because I'm going to use a little bit more adult language that I should probably. So, here's what's being said. Someone sent me a nude Fran. I have never shared it. She certainly can't blackmail anyone. We could make an advocate out of Plato with more credibility. Too funny. Okay. Oh, so stupid. So stupid. I do not want it. Don't send it to me. I don't want it. It would be unsolicited. Nope. No, thank you. That's the big discovery from that. Ugh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Ugh. I want to hear Robert's freaking wedding vows. I promise to never turn my back on you as long as you don't publicly release my dick pic. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So he took one, and he's like, I'll just go to jail for it. Like, all right. Yeah, that's what I just had stated. I'm not the one making the claim. I don't have its possession, and I don't want its possession. You want some things you can't unsee in this world, and here's a random off-the-wall question. Do you think the president should build the wall? Well, of course I do. They've only been talking about this wall since before I was born. Let's see. Here's another one. See, they're so stupid. They make a parody page about a parody of them being a parody. That's how stupid and these people are. So again, we know that this is being run by a guy named Mark, who is a cuck, and like I said, no different in tactics than the same fraud. And says for that fraud, she needs to show her body of evidence for claim. 2, everyone has free speech, but if anyone, including her, makes a claim about someone, she should show her body of proof. I don't know. How about showing a body of proof for how many people I've killed, Francesca? You dumb bitch. God. The fact that I even have to say your name again, because again, that's who it is. It's who it goes. That's who it goes through. No, we haven't done the same on our page. Our page is published. If it was unpublished, you wouldn't be reading this. And then Mr. Breedlove chimes in with, But you do delete posts you have made. Same difference, bud. And then Mr. Well, I shouldn't say Mr. That cuck Mark says, nope, not us. Yeah. I think you forgot to change who you're commenting under. That's who the admin is for that page, so that way everybody knows. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's Butt Plug Studio. And again, they make up they made a parody page about a parody page showing how these people are frauds in a parody. Yep. again, I was told that I shouldn't say her name, but again, I wasn't said that it's a crime to say somebody's name. She's running for public office. But again, at the end of the day, I think my audience has a right to know who is making these claims and saying these things. That way it puts context to it. Here's another fun one for you. 79 years ago today, The Wizard of Oz made its premiere. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. What a day. Dakota! Come on! So anybody else got anything before I go about my day? Oh, yeah, of course. Come on, Dakota. Hey, come on. You want inside? No? Good Lord, dog. Oh, UPS. Yeah, you're not coming this way, huh? Too bad. Oh, what a day. I don't even know what to say, I mean, in all honesty. I know what to say. I need more coffee for this bullshit conversation. So, you know, walking, talking, hypocrisy circus that they are. So, anybody else got anything?
Grandpa Pig made us a lovely flower garden.
Where's Grandpa's lovely
Oh, yeah, I guess it'd be a good thing to talk about, too. So, last night I did go on Dick Liberty's broadcast, and the lag was so bad that you couldn't comprehend what people were saying. And so, the video that got uploaded after it ended was not really usable. I would hope that if Mr. Stark or Dilly, if you guys see this video, that you guys would do a redo next week and reset your routers beforehand. Reset your whole system before you go live. I had to do that when I was using my computer. You want to make sure it's a fresh restart before you go live. That way everything's freshly booted up. But other than that, I thought that, you know, the conversation that I had with them was pretty good. But the last video that I'm in, it got cut off. So you guys missed part of the conversation that I had with them. And, you know, I see he was out riding his motorcycle today. And it's like, you know, just enjoy your freedom. But, you know, I hope next Tuesday rolls around and you'll do a redo. Call it a mulligan and redo it. And Dilly, brother. We love you. Just put it to you that way.
This tubby is
Oh.
It's Daddy Pig!
That's Daddy Pig?
Oink, oink!
Are you trying to say that I'm a pig?
Oink, oink! Oink, oink!
Grandpa
Oink,
gave
oink!
George
Oink,
a
oink!
very
Oink,
special
oink!
present.
Oink!
Guess
Oink,
what it
oink!
was?
You want to say that to these people? What does the pig say?
Oink, oink! Oink, 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 oink!
Yeah, you know, I listened to Miss Materna. You want to show them the kitty? I listened to her too, and like I said, I think there's a lot of truth in what she's saying.
People what to do sometimes. Can you make teachers disappear?
Yeah. Hey, I'm sure that, hey, if that part's loud and clear, then so be it. But Dilly is not a man that'll pull punches.
I'm excited.
That guy will call it how he sees it from the hip, and he makes no apologies for it. And I love him for it.
This is the Queen's Award for Industry.
Aubrey, can I see your phone real quick?
Three
Thank you.
cheers for Miss Rabbit.
gotta turn it down so I don't get another copyright violation for Peppa Pig this time.
Oink, 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 oink!
You are certainly your own little character. So,
Oink, 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 oink! 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 Hello! Hello, hello, hello!
oh, that's terrible. Downright just terrible. So, you shouldn't teach her to. Anyways, internet with your pop shots. So, like I said, you guys, it's just it's another day of my afternoon. Certainly not going to be spent discussing the circus, but you know, like I said, I got my own circus with my own monkeys to deal with. Talking about that other circus is, like I said, it's more of a public service announcement than anything, I guess you could call it. Because again, I think everybody has the right to know fraud when. My ears just popped.
Me? Or them?
No, my ears just popped. That was weird. Anyways, I think everybody has the right to know.
Oink, oink, oink! Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye!
Yeah, you're right. Should we just say bye-bye?
Yep. Bye-bye! Oink, oink, bye-bye!
So.
Daddy said, oink, oink, bye-bye!
Well, you guys have a good day or don't. Choice is always
Daddy
yours.
said,
Say it
oink,
with
oink,
me.
bye-bye!
Say it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oink, oink,
Oink,
goodbye.